Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel where we talk about vintage machines. So cool that modern vehicles look like confused office printers with cup holders. Today, we are diving into the glorious, aluminum-clad world of the 1972 Barth 25 motorhome, a rolling apartment built at a time when Americans believed every problem in life could be solved with a bigger V8 engine and enough chrome to blind your neighbors, and honestly, they were not completely wrong. The Barth was not some cheap vacation box built from leftovers behind a bowling alley. This thing was handcrafted, like a luxury aircraft on wheels. You looked at a Barth in 1972 and immediately understood one thing: the owner probably carried barbecue sauce fishing gear and at least 3 strong opinions about fuel prices. And before we continue, subscribe to the channel, because somewhere out there a retired mechanic is polishing aluminum while arguing with his cat about carburetors. And this channel exists for people exactly like that. Hit the like button too, because YouTube's algorithm is moodier than my neighbor after he discovers somebody parked half an inch over his driveway line. Support the Bechi Racing channel, grab a coffee, and let's roll back to the golden age of American motorhomes. The story of the Barth Motorhome began in Milford, Indiana, where Barth coaches were produced between 1969 and 1998. Unlike many RV manufacturers of the era that focused on flashy advertising and thin construction, Barth built coaches with durability in mind. The company became known for riveted aluminum bodies inspired by aircraft construction methods. In the early 1970s, the recreational vehicle market in America exploded like popcorn in a microwave. Families wanted freedom, retirees wanted road trips, and everybody wanted to pretend they were explorers while parked next to a campground electrical hookup watching baseball on a tiny television. The 1972 Barth 25 motorhome arrived during a fascinating period in American automotive culture. Interstate highways stretched across the country. Fuel was still relatively affordable before the oil crisis fully changed consumer habits, and RV travel symbolized independence. Barth understood that many buyers wanted something more premium than mass-produced campers. Instead of focusing only on affordability, the company emphasized craftsmanship. Their aluminum bodywork resisted corrosion better than steel-bodied competitors, and the riveted construction gave these coaches a distinct industrial appearance. Even today, you can spot a Barth from a distance because it looks less like a camper and more like something NASA forgot after a moon mission. A Barth owner in the 1970s probably carried detailed road maps, emergency tools, and enough canned food to survive 3 political scandals and a family reunion simultaneously. Production numbers for individual Barth models are difficult to confirm because the company often customized coaches to customer specifications. Collectors now appreciate them not only as vintage campers, but as examples of durable American engineering from an era when manufacturers still believed things should outlive their financing plans. This particular 25-foot model represents the practical middle ground in the Barth lineup, large enough for extended travel but still manageable on the road. It balanced comfort with usability. The interior included a kitchenette, dinette, lavatory, and a rear lounge that converted into a sleeping area. In the early 1970s, that layout felt luxurious. Families could travel across states without relying entirely on motels, and retirees could spend weeks exploring national parks. Technically, the 1972 Barth 25 motorhome was built with serious mechanical hardware underneath its polished aluminum shell. Power came from a massive 400 cubic inch engine paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission. That engine displaced roughly 7 liters, producing the kind of low-end torque needed to move a heavy coach loaded with passengers, luggage, cookware, folding chairs, and enough snacks to feed an army of exhausted tourists. Let us just say, this thing consumed gasoline with the confidence of a politician spending taxpayer money. Depending on conditions, similar class of motorhomes from the era often averaged approximately 23 to 39 liters per 100 kilometers. Nobody bought a Barth to save fuel. People bought it because they wanted to cross the continent while carrying a refrigerator and possibly a fishing boat. The chassis setup was robust for the time. Heavy-duty front and rear shock absorbers helped stabilize the coach, while auxiliary rear springs supported additional weight from passengers and camping equipment. Braking was handled by ventilated front disc brakes, combined with rear drum brakes. The Barth rode on 16-inch 5-spoke wheels fitted with 235 95ths Toyo open country tires. Dual rear wheels improved load distribution and highway stability, especially important for a tall aluminum-bodied coach traveling long distances. On windy highways, these rigs still demanded respect. The exterior body construction remained the defining technical feature. Riveted aluminum panels reduced corrosion and gave the vehicle excellent structural rigidity. Many competitors used wood framing beneath thin exterior skins, which aged terribly after years of moisture exposure. Barth's aircraft-inspired construction proved much more durable. Even decades later, surviving coaches often retain impressive structural integrity despite cosmetic wear. Inside, the 25-foot coach balanced functionality with comfort. Sliding side windows with screens improved airflow, especially before modern rooftop climate systems became common. The kitchenette included a refrigerator, along with a magic chef oven and cooktop. These factory appliances reportedly remain in place in this example, although they have not been tested recently. Recent refurbishment work on this particular motorhome included replacing the side entry door, installing laminate flooring, rebuilding the ceiling with new insulation, resealing the roof, and rough installing an air conditioning system with a rear-mounted Pioneer mini-split HVAC condenser. Those updates matter because vintage RV ownership is equal parts adventure and negotiation with aging plumbing. The dimensions of a 25-foot Barth placed it comfortably within the mid-sized motorhome category. At approximately 25 feet long, or about 8 meters, the coach offered enough living space for extended travel without becoming impossible to maneuver. The width typically approached 8 feet, or around 3 meters, while overall height varied depending on roof equipment. Weight figures differed based on options, but coaches of this size commonly exceeded 10,000 pounds, or more than 4,500 kilograms. That mass contributed to highway stability, but also reminded drivers very quickly that braking distances were not theoretical concepts. The interior layout demonstrated practical American thinking. A convertible rear lounge maximized sleeping space without sacrificing daytime comfort. Dinette seating provided an eating area that also became social space during travel. Families played cards there, argued there, and occasionally pretended they still enjoyed each other's company after 12 hours on the highway through Kansas.